Hello, this is the second part of the podcast dedicated to AI use in business and the vital questions. Why are we not scared yet? And why are we not expecting to start laying off our esteemed designers, programmers, and other employees, at least in the near future? The three first major reasons for optimism for human workforce that I have provided in the first part are as follows. First of all, no single neural network available on the market currently produces the final product. Humans are still essential to make it final. Second, AI is fickle. Its glitches, hallucinations, and errors are unpredictable, illogical, and often very well camouflaged, which makes them much harder to detect compared to regular human errors. As a result, it takes considerably more time and effort to review and double-check everything. Third, evolution includes serious setbacks. The same requests and procedures suddenly start producing much worse results or stop working completely. Okay, think of your Google Home acting up and starting to play The Lights Go Down by ELO instead of switching the lights on. Well, I'm pulling your leg a little here. In reality, it started playing something incredibly annoying. Not that great piece, but you get the message. Number 4, limited usability. AI, first of all, does not create anything original. It just builds on the ideas and the content that was fed to the engine in the first place. And it does not possess all the latest data either, because the data are always slightly behind and it depends on the engine and the build and everything. So next time you are trying to create a script for your show, just remember that it may have reused parts of the script from the content that already exists with all the implications that you can think of. And finally, once again, the last but not the least, the copyright conundrum. It reminds me of an old news piece. An animal, which is an embarrassment to look at, has escaped from the Philadelphia Zoo. If you suddenly encounter the runaway, please do not look at it. It fully applies to copyrights because everybody knows about it, everybody mentions it, but no one wants to talk about it because it's a slippery slope. You cannot believe how many of all those agreements for the users our experts at Logos IT have read for various AI products. I will try to produce a layman level, simplified, brief summary for you. First of all, if you are using a free version, then everything you use it for and everything you generate belongs to the world. So far sounds logical. If you are using a paid version of the product, theoretically, everything you create using this AI application belongs to you. Well, sounds good so far. Everything's fine. But then I have a question. Number 1, are you sure that whatever content, or say, let it be an art piece, you created, how sure are you that it's unique? Because another person at another time in a different part of the world can actually write a very similar query and may create something very, very similar. Question number 2, it gets even more interesting. Will it notify you if and when somebody else creates something that's very, very similar to what you've got? And the answer to both questions is a resounding no. No way. You will never learn about it. Well, the good thing about it is that there are millions of AI requests every day, and so much information and so much content is generated, so the probability of somebody suing you for infringement is infinitesimally low. But the same applies the other way around. That is, you will never know if somebody has pirated or unexpectedly and unknowingly recreated a piece of content that's very similar to what you have created and delivered to a client earlier. And that is an issue, to put it mild. To summarize, if suddenly an infringement, whether voluntary or involuntary, is discovered, or if somebody recreates almost the same piece of content that you created earlier for your client, there is currently no copyright regulation in the world whatsoever that would tell you explicitly how to deal with it. So we have to live in this rather fluid situation, and we cannot do anything about it. The legislation is not there yet. We're just at the beginning. Well, given what I've just said, can we use AI at all for business processes and for our clients, who may be considerably more exposed if they are high-profile clients? Well, the answer is a tentative yes. At the moment, clients are quite happy to hear about those, say, white spots on the AI copyright map. As far as first, we're obviously using all the business paid subscriptions, and second, we're investing a certain human effort in this. But what I want to emphasize is that every time we are expecting that AI will provide us with either an improved speed, better productivity, or will be able to do it better or something else, and spend less money, obviously, it means that we need to get an explicit approval and discuss it with our client first, including explaining all the murky parts of this process. So we must be completely straightforward when it comes to the whole process, where we use AI, what we are doing to ensure the uniqueness of the product that we're providing to them, and where are the weak spots, and then they make the decision. Otherwise, we may run into very serious trouble down the line. So how do we persuade them to use AI at all if they are still not sure? Two things. First of all, speed and price, where it really works. Everybody likes it faster and cheaper. And second, well, every big company in the world is currently playing with it. If you are not, then you are behind competition, period. Everybody knows about those blind spots. We can do nothing about it, just be straightforward, and most importantly, add a very significant amount of human work, human creative work at all stages where you use AI to guarantee that the product or service you are delivering is unique and copyright proof enough so that they are ready to accept it. Thank you. I have an unexpected question. Can I give homework? Well, let's assume I can. In that case, I would really love you to read or listen to a short story called Watchbird by the great sci-fi writer of the 20th century, Robert Shackley. I think you'll find a lot of very interesting thoughts and will enjoy it.